for me, and I really, really hope I'm wrong here, my stock down player, if even possible, because I know Bills Mafia does not believe in this guy, but my stock down type of player is Cody Ford. Now, with Cody Ford, we know the story. Second round draft pedigree, comes into a pretty good Bills team, to be honest, but then he gets hurt. And we know what happened in the wild card game against the Houston Texans, and he wasn't that great in that. And in his second year, got hurt. This year, not so much, and he finds himself really on the bench. Very inconsistent. And Justin, I'll be honest, he hasn't really proven anything in this league, and that's okay. All right? I think that a guy like Cody Ford could prove to be much better with this type of system with Aaron Kromer, who's shown the propensity to get the most out of players such as a Cody Ford. But I just cannot ignore the past. You gotta take in these factors when you evaluate these type of players of their history. You can't just go like bat an eye at it and go like, all right, well, that happened, but it doesn't really matter. Well, of course it matters. It matters a lot. If he wasn't successful with one type of regime and one type of style, it doesn't mean that he can't succeed in this new one. But it does beg the question, is he a system guy? Is this the right system that we're bringing him into? Or is this just going to further push him back? Because remember the whole, is Cody Ford a right tackle or a guard thing? Well, it looks like the Bills kind of settled him with being on a guard, which staggered his development. And then we got a guy, what's his name? Oh my God, he went to the Giants.
Feliciano?
Blanking out.
What?
No, our offensive line coach.
Oh, OG.
OG Bobby Johnson.
OG.
Yeah, then we got Bobby Johnson in there, who I no knock against him, but maybe it was him. I don't know, but what I'm saying is that's got to be a lot of balls falling on Cody Ford's side for him to like really make a comeback here. And I'm not saying it's not possible, but I really just don't know if he's going to be. I don't know if he's going to be able to make a comeback, especially with this tough of an offensive line. Like, look at the depth at the offensive line and at guard. Like, this is a hard place to be if you want to like get some starting snaps and if you haven't proven anything, e.g. Cody Ford. So that's why I have stock down on a guy like him.
So I am glad that was your third pick there, because I actually had Cody Ford on my list as well, but I had him in the stock up department.
I knew you would.
Now hear me out on it. We're doing a stock exercise, right? So what comes with stocks? You got to take some inherent risks. You got to take some gambles, right? Now,
any money that you put into stocks, you have to be fully good with the fact that you're probably not going to get that money back. Or in this case, props.
Or, it might do the little Dogecoin to the moon.
Clout.
If I was
to the moon.
If I was a betting man, I would say I'm kind of in the same pathway as you. As I don't think Cody Ford's going to be one of those dudes for the Bills. But kind of the things that you mentioned, Aaron Kromer, we have a new offensive coordinator. He's having a fairly normal offseason. Hopefully there's not injury concerns. We know that he has the draft pedigree, and we've seen with other players how being as willing to commit to the development of players that might have been coming along slowly. We saw it with Dawson Knox, Josh Allen. The list goes on and on. Just for me, I think Cody Ford is going to at least get the chance. And it was last offseason, Brandon Beane said, I'd be surprised if Cody Ford doesn't factor into one of the starting five. We see some things happen. Spencer Brown comes in. He's playing really well. I think it's both Cody Ford wasn't playing up to their expectations, but also other players exceeding their initial expectations. Do I think he ends up being a starting five this year? Probably not. But for the stock up from where I saw Ford last year, I think there's a chance that he's showing enough that if somebody goes down, we have to bring him in. I'm not, fearing for Josh Allen's life. I think there's still. I think there's still.
He hasn't proven that he could come in and not be that.
That's why we're betting on the stocks, man. I see a pathway to it. I don't know if it's the likeliest pathway, but I'm choosing to have a little faith in. And it's a guy that I loved when we drafted him, and I guess I haven't fully thrown in the towel yet. So we'll see what shakes out.
Right. Yeah. Well, Bills Mafia, why don't you chime in here? What do you think is going to happen with a guy like Cody Ford? Do you think he's going to have this bounce back career like Justin's thinking, or do you think that he's probably going to have a hard uphill battle and it's probably not going to work out for a guy like him, like me personally? But in any event, let us know what you want or what you think is going to happen. Drop a comment. We'd love to have a great discussion on it.